What's happening, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope everybody's having a good day. I'll make this quick, but I thought this was pretty interesting personally because I didn't expect it. But to make a long story short, Suge Knight is coming out with a podcast called Collect Calls, where he'll be talking about his time in the music industry, people he got beef with, Suge Knight shit. But also, the article and the report say do not expect him to talk about Keefe D. Now, I don't know how sharp in a conversation Suge Knight is, or if he even thought about the long term. But I'm sure there'll be a time when people start questioning him in a way to where he has to answer to some degree. Not even answer, just give his opinion on the Keefe D situation. But if you haven't seen it, check this out. This is the trailer for the podcast. Check this out.
If you knew who killed Tupac, would you tell the police?
We just have to really work hard back in the day.
Shakur shot 5 times while on trial. Snoop Doggy Dogg
was indicted for murder.
Death row. More than $300 million. Death row with a possible RICO case in mind.
People don't know about a lot of this stuff.
David Mays started the source on the news source for news. The magazine is now a $10 million a year publication.
Every time you turn around, everybody want to spread some lies or some shit.
Kill Tupac, I'ma bail his ass out.
Warren G, you can take care of yourself. How are you gonna get Pac out of prison?
Should be more than press charges.
8 counts.
You did what everybody mad at 6ix9ine about.
Look here, boy.
The hip-hop magazine The Source has honored its picks for the best in rap.
I'm the first one told people about their masters. But I was telling people about my masters. They said, what is that? I ain't no slave.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, we won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the records. Come to Death Row.
The guy is a serious major gangster.
Afraid of him for sure.
One of the most powerful and feared men in the American music industry.
You have a prepaid call from
Suge Knight.
An inmate at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California.
Now, I might not be, I don't know. I might not be the person to ask is, but I don't see. First of all, I thought Suge Knight was like, lightweight, mentally slipping. I'm not sure, but the last time I, put an eye on this motherfucker, I thought he was kind of, losing his fucking brain. I thought he was going through dementia or some shit, but yeah, it looks. The trailer looks dope. But this is me personally, family. This is King Oz only. There's only so much I'm interested in hearing from this motherfucker. Because there's not too much that's wowing me about Suge Knight. Even with his history, there's nothing in his background that makes me intrigued to where I'll be a follower of this podcast. There's only so much he can tell us. There's only so much he can talk about, really, other than the shit we don't know. And a lot of that shit didn't matter. The only things that really intrigue me about this podcast are maybe just certain ways he handled certain situations. But other than that, I mean, what you gonna talk about? How you bullied Vanilla Ice? How you hung him over a balcony? How you was gonna beat up Eazy-E or some shit? Like, I don't know, but at the same time, I think it's pretty dope in the sense that somebody at his age, and shout out to you older people, of course, older than me at least, that he's able to capitalize in some way during his incarceration. You know what I'm saying? But if we're not going to talk about the Tupac connection, I think you would be missing out on an opportunity. And the reason I say that is because the Tupac situation right now is what's really going on. That's what's popular, you know? So if you're choosing to avoid that conversation, you better have some great stories. Because what the world looks at is how media promoted you. And they promoted you as a bully. Now, there's a crowd for that. Yeah, there's a crowd for that, of course. There are people out there who just want to hear about how you bully motherfuckers. There are people who want to just hear that and will be, you know, avid listeners. But to people who, you know, are just as violent or have lived a violent life, like myself, me hearing you bully motherfuckers ain't doing too much as far as intriguing me. So, I don't know. It just seems like everybody's capitalizing on this Tupac situation as much as they can. And Suge Knight knows his name is tied to Tupac to some degree. And so he's capitalizing on it. But if you're not going to talk about those encounters or those situations, your stories better be on point. Because don't nobody give a fuck that you held Vanilla Ice over a balcony. Don't nobody give a fuck that you was going to beat the fuck out of Eazy. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that. That's not going to intrigue listeners who already know those stories. Unless you can give insight like, nigga. But what insight can you give? So yeah, Suge Knight, collect calls. I think it's an excellent business move. It'll keep some money in his pocket. It'll keep him afloat type shit. But I honestly thought the motherfucker was losing his mind in jail already. I could be wrong, or I could have seen some crazy shit and thought it was something else, but I personally thought the motherfucker was losing his mind. So, you know, I just wanted to run this by y'all. Nothing extra. There's nothing. There's no critiques, really. There's no insight as of yet, because this is just a trailer, of course. They're still getting it situated. I do want to hear certain stories or certain reasons he has problems with people, like Akon. Like, I never knew Suge Knight had a problem with Akon. I never knew that, ever. I never even would have put them two niggas in the same sentence. Oh, Warren G? Yeah, that makes sense. But what else can he talk about, y'all? Like, really? What? There's nothing he can really talk about that will intrigue me. Once again, I'm going to show the trailer again, of course. But I don't know how y'all feel about it. Y'all give me some insight out, because to me it's like it's just a good business move. I don't know what Suge has to present to the world that's going to intrigue the world, other than the weirdos who just want to hear about him bullying people, but that don't really mean shit to me. But if you didn't see the trailer that I just played like a couple minutes ago, you never knew he held. You never knew that. Yeah, he held. You ain't see Ice. I said Ice baby. You ain't see Vanilla Ice in the trailer just now, saying, "Yeah, I was scared of Suge. He got me and he took me and he held me over a balcony." If y'all don't want to worry about the executive producer being all up in the chat box and hitting the like button, come to death row. I knew Suge never liked Wack. I don't think anybody liked Wack, bro. I don't even think Wack like Wack for real. I think Wack has created a persona, and he has to live up to it. Well, I don't even think I know that. Anybody who, all right, let me say it like this. Yeah, I'll say it like this. Anybody who's earned a nickname, I'm going to just say that, or a reputation, a lot of times people feel like they got to live up to that reputation that others put on them, right? And I think that's what happened with Wack. Wack has to live up to this persona that he created. I don't even think Wack like Wack, to be 100 with you. Monique Hill, peace to the gods, always, always. I think he has a lot of good, I'm sure he has a lot of good stories. I'm just, GG, I'm just a little different. That's all. Not too, it takes a lot to intrigue me. It takes a lot to interest me into something. And just going over the history that I do know about Suge personally, not, as far as growing up and knowing the stories, there's not much I give a fuck about when it comes to Suge Knight. I'm just different, GG, I don't really give a fuck about too much that doesn't benefit me to some degree. There's a younger generation that doesn't know that. That's true. That's very true, Cynthia. And that's something I didn't take into account. But even then, it's not going to benefit the younger generation to hear about this motherfucker doing bully tactics back in the day. Because we in 2023, that shit wouldn't work. Could you imagine a Suge Knight trying to do any of that shit in 2023? Boy might get smoked. That motherfucker might get smoked. Wack 100 was right. He's a fake and he's not respected out here. Oh, I trust you. I already can tell. I can tell when a man or a woman stands on principles, characters, and respect, and what type of respect they expect to get. Wack 100 lives up to his name. Wack, trash, ain't shit. He be's a nigga. When them folks, them white folks, them pale-skinned motherfuckers talk about niggas, yeah, that's one of them right there. Some motherfuckers you just gotta diss on. Anyway. Yeah, that's all it is, Cynthia. That's all it is. Like, if you earn a reputation, you gotta live up to that. If you think people look at you a certain way, a lot of people don't got backbones. You gotta remember this. Hold on, y'all.
If you knew who killed Tupac, would you tell the police?
We just have to really work hard back in the day.
Shakur, shot 5 times while on trial. Snoop Doggy Dogg
was indicted for murder.
Death row. More than $300 million. Death row with a possible RICO case in mind.
People don't know about a lot of this stuff.
David Mays started the source on the new source for news. The magazine is now a $10 million a year publication.
Every time you turn around, everybody want to spread some lies or some shit.
Tell Tupac I'ma bail his ass out.
Warren G, you can take care of yourself. How are you gonna get Pac out of prison?
Should get more than press charges.
8 counts.
You did what everybody mad at 6ix9ine about.
Look here, boy.
The hip-hop magazine The Source has honored its picks for the best in rap.
I'm the first one told people about your masters. But I was telling people about my masters, they said, what is that? I ain't no slave.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, we don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the records. Come to Death Row.
The guy is a serious major gangster.
Afraid of him for sure.
One of the most powerful and feared men in the American music industry.
You have a prepaid call from
Suge Knight.
an inmate at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California.
That's the trailer once again. Like I said, him and Dre got the same baby mama. Hey man, just like I said about Meg Thee Stallion on the Grown Man Talking panel. That shit regular. That shit regular. That shit regular. Any female can get dick down. Any female can get dick down. It don't matter. And any nigga can bust a nut. So, you know, to me, that's regular. They got the same baby mama. I live in Ohio. It's a lot of niggas that share baby moms, man. So, you know. That's what I'm saying, Cynthia, Gigi. I don't know. I just think differently. Some shit just don't get to me, you know? They got the same. That is a good story, though, because there's feelings behind that. There's connections and relationships and backdoors and all that shit. So, you know, that would be a good story for me to hear, honestly. And I do agree with what the guy said. When people pass away or in jail, here come the line. Right. And you know, that happened to me multiple times. Every time I went to jail, it was always. So I absolutely agree with that, Monique. Man, my daughter always wants something from me. What's up, Tony? What's up, Mo? The Mo Show Chicago is in the house. We just talking about Suge Knight, man. He got a podcast coming called Collect Calls. And I think that's genius. You know, the fact that that's the only way you're going to talk to the motherfucker for real. And so why not title your podcast? That's genius. Like, there's things I commend on that aspect. I'm just talking on personal level, y'all. I don't speak for anybody but myself. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if it'll hold my interest, but it'll be interesting. I'm tired of hearing these old niggas talk about the past, to be honest. All these old niggas is coming out the woodwork just talking. Just talking. But I dig it. There's a lot of people, like Miss Cynthia said, there's a lot of people who don't know the Suge Knights. Shit, I know people. I know this is about to sound crazy, but this is a fact. I know people who ain't never seen Muhammad Ali fight or a Mike Tyson fight. It's motherfuckers growing up who won't know who Michael Jordan is. Shit like that. So you're absolutely right that this will appeal to those who don't know and who want to hear about it. So, you know, there's pros and cons to me. The con is these old niggas talk too much. They coming out the woodwork talking too much. But at the same time, you better capitalize because your name is tied to Tupac. You dig what I'm saying? There's that story. There's that history. But if you're not going to talk about it, you don't have to go into detail. But these old niggas love talking now, so he probably will. But you could still, that's something that would intrigue me. What's the backstory of that night? You don't have to get into details. You should, because the world want to know. And if you're trying to make your podcast pop, take that Tupac relationship, that Tupac story, that Tupac history you do have, and drag that shit out. That could be a whole series on his podcast. Every other Friday type shit. You know what I'm saying? So the world is going to want to hear about that specifically, especially with Tupac being the trend right now, for lack of a better word, of course. But you talk about Warren G, Akon, Vanilla Ice. Nobody gives a shit about that. Warren G might get it. He might intrigue me just because the Akon one is definitely going to intrigue me. Because I would have never thought that. I would have never thought you had a problem with Akon. Like, where the fuck did that come from? So the fact that I'm thinking that, I do want to hear why, right? But it's we're in the age of technology, so why not take advantage of everything you can? Your ass ain't getting out of jail today, tomorrow, next week. Okay, but you're Suge Knight. You are a factor of hip hop history. We will want to hear your story. But how you deliver it is gonna be, if you're coming out the gate just to talk about the niggas you don't like, bitch, stop complaining. It's just like this YouTube, this YouTube beef that niggas be having on here. Like, nobody really give a fuck. I mean, there's some adults who, in my opinion, are idiots and who just fall in love with internet beef and just dumb shit like that. Not me. So if you're just coming out to bomb on niggas you don't like we can hear that any day from anybody on the internet. Your stories better be good, bro. They better be good. And a million bullshit there you go. See what I'm saying, man? Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you, Tony. That's all I'm saying. Nobody want to hear you just bombing on niggas. You was doing that when you was free. So ain't nothing changed except for you now you're gonna call it a podcast. So we'll see, family. We will see how this goes. I'm interested to see the angle. I'm interested to see how he presents it. I'm not interested in some of the stories, of course, but I can pick and choose. When the nigga got like 1,000 stories, it's okay not to want to hear one or two of them bitches, right? I don't know. We'll see, family. That's all I can say. I just thought it was pretty cool. Like, okay, Suge, I see you. And then I watched the trailer. I read the article. He says he's not going to talk about the Keith B. He's not going to talk about that whole Tupac situation. And it's like, damn, that's like one of your biggest stories, though. So if you take out the good shit, whatever you leave for the podcast, it better be. I don't care if you over exaggerate. You better make it good. You better make it good, because people my age and a little older, we already know you for bombing on niggas you don't like. We know this already. So to me, you're gonna have to present backstories and shit. So we'll see, family. You hear these kids, but that's all I wanted. I didn't want too much of your time. I'm gonna play this trailer one more time. Play my outro. Wish you nothing but peace. Y'all can go check it out. I done played the trailer a couple times, but I'm gonna play it again. You can check it out. It ain't much to it. It ain't no episodes or nothing yet. But yeah, Suge Knight, who I thought was going crazy or losing his mind through old age and shit, showed me he's still sharp. Okay, you got that. My bad. He's coming out with a podcast where he talks about people he got beef with or don't like, and he specifically said he will not be touching the Keith B. situation. I guess old niggas don't want to talk about other old niggas or something. Maybe it's like a union of old niggas to be like, we not talking about each other. Right, what are you gonna talk about? Driving on it. Right, you see what I'm saying? Just like, what are you gonna? And I'm not even knocking it before it comes. I'm just keeping it a bean. My age bracket and a little older than me, we already know these things. We already know how you get down. If you don't like something, you're going to say something or do something. We know this already. So the backstory has to be on point, or else it's just, bro, get to the Tupac shit. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to call it now. If he come out slow, if he come out with his first episode and it's boring, it's all about how your first impression is. So if you come out with some regular, boring ass, I'm Suge Knight story, you're gonna lose traction off rip. So you got to come out strong. You dig what I'm saying? So we'll see. Shout out to Suge Knight. Shout out to anybody who has an entrepreneurial mind. That doesn't go away with age, you know. Talk about Wack. That'll be funny. That'll be some funny shit. Because Wack doesn't talk too much and Suge ain't been able to say too much. So maybe he'll take this opportunity to kind of set that whack ass nigga in place, right? With that being said, here's the trailer and we out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys tapping in with me. Hopefully y'all hit the like. I can't tell until I get off, but hopefully you did. If you didn't, go on and do that. Here go the trailer for Suge Knight's podcast called Collect Calls.
If you knew who killed Tupac, would you tell the police?
We just have to really work hard back in the day.
Shakur, shot 5 times while on trial. Snoop Doggy Dogg
was indicted for murder.
Death row. More than $300 million. Death row with a possible RICO case in mind.
People don't know about a lot of this stuff.
David Mays started the source on the new source for news. The magazine is now a $10 million a year publication.
Every time you turn around, everybody want to spread some lies or some shit.
Tell Tupac I'ma bail his ass out.
Warren G, you can take care of yourself. How are you gonna get Pac out of prison?
Should be more than press charges.
A-count.
You did what everybody mad at 6ix9ine about.
Look here, boy.
The hip-hop magazine The Source has honored its picks for the best in rap.
I'm the first one told people about your masters. But I was telling people about my masters, they said, what is that? I ain't no slave.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, we won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record. Come to Death Row.
The guy is a serious major gangster.
Afraid of him for sure.
One of the most powerful and feared men in the American music industry.
You have a prepaid call from
Suge Knight.
an inmate at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California.
I'm telling you, seeing Vanilla Ice in that trailer is just funny to me. I love y'all. Get a smile on your face. Having a bad day, make it a good day. Just remember, King thinks you're great. I know you're great. I believe you're great. Be great. Peace.